Okay, welcome everyone to another deep dive.
Glad to be here.
Today we're jumping back into a specific night in Grateful Dead history. We're looking at May 30, 1980, Milwaukee Auditorium.
Right, and we're doing this through the lens of a review from GratefulDeadBook.com. It's part of their On This Day in Grateful Dead History series.
Exactly. So the idea here is, to get the feel, the highlights of this show based on what this reviewer wrote.
Yeah, kind of a snapshot without needing to listen to the whole, 3-4 hours right now?
Precisely. And hey, if you do want listening guides for shows around this time, the link for This Week in Grateful Dead History is in the bio. Check that out.
Good call.
But for now, let's dig into this Milwaukee show. What did the review say overall?
Well, right off the bat, it calls the show absolutely outstanding. Pretty strong statement.
Outstanding. Okay. Any qualifiers? Or just straight praise?
Pretty much straight praise. It explicitly says no low points, just pure energy and tight execution from start to finish. And they use that phrase, locked in.
Locked in. Yeah, that tells you something specific, doesn't it? That feeling when they're just completely connected.
Exactly. It suggests that synergy was really high that night.
Okay, so if the whole thing was great, what about specifics? Did the review pull out moments from the first set?
Oh, yeah. It highlighted serious standout moments in that first set.
Like what?
Well, it talks about the ending of Jack Straw, called it gripping.
Gripping, okay.
It said that built straight into a Franklin's Tower that absolutely shined. You put gripping and shine together for that pair. Sounds intense.
Yeah, suggests a really powerful transition, maybe hitting all those accents just right before launching into Franklin's.
And they specifically mentioned Jerry's playing in that Franklin's, described it as fluid and radiant.
Fluid and radiant, I like that. Fluid sounds effortless, right? And radiant, like bright, maybe uplifting.
That's how I read it, too. Not just hitting notes, but with a certain quality,
Definitely. What about the set closer?
Music never stopped. The review says it had undeniable fire.
Undeniable fire.
Okay, yeah, sent the energy soaring and brought the house down. Sounds like they really went for it heading into the break.
Standard music never stopped procedure then. Crank it up.
Pretty much. Left the crowd wanting more, I bet.
All right, so a strong first set. What about the second?
Kicked off with what the review calls an electrifying sequence. You know this one. Scarlet Begonia's Fire playing in the band.
Oh, classic. Can't go wrong there usually. How do they describe this version?
Well, Scarlet Begonias apparently felt playful and expansive.
Playful and expansive. Okay, so maybe light, fun interplay, but also letting the jam breathe.
Seems like it. Then Fire on the Mountain was described as crisp, intricate, and, get this, packed with internal jams. Gave it real depth, the reviewer said.
Internal jams in Fire. That's interesting. Not just the main groove, but weaving stuff inside it?
Exactly. Sounds like that high-level interaction again, that locked-in thing. Real intricate playing.
Wow, and then playing in the band.
It was shorter, apparently, but the jam... The review says it drifted into the kind of magic and mystery that sweeps you off your feet, effortless and immersive.
Magic and mystery. That's what you chase in a plane jam, right? The deep space exploration.
Totally. Where it feels like the music is just happening. Sounds like they found that sweet spot.
Sweeps you off your feet. Love that description.
Yeah.
What came after that big sequence?
Drums. And the word used was explosive.
Just explosive.
Well, it elaborated. Said Mickey and Billy were absolutely demolishing their kits, called it a rhythmic onslaught.
Whoa, demolishing onslaught. Doesn't leave much to the imagination there. Sounds intense.
Yeah, suggests maybe less delicate exploration and more raw power, maybe?
Could be. And after drums.
Came out into Good Lovin', described as a powerhouse. Said Bobby was all in.
Bobby fully engaged on Good Lovin' is always fun.
Yeah, and it even mentioned fun lyrical improvisation from him.
Nice. So a really high-energy return after the spacey part and the drums.
Seems like it just kept the energy up.
How did they wrap it all up? Encore.
Yeah, a raucous encore, according to the review. Alabama Getaway.
Good choice for raucous.
Exactly. Delivered a final burst of wild energy. Sounds like a proper send-off after a night like that.
Yeah, wild energy fits Alabama Getaway perfectly.
So yeah, putting it all together from this review, you get this picture of a night that was just relentless energy, really tight playing, but still with that exploratory Dead magic.
Right, from the gripping Jack Straw Franklins to the magic in playing, the onslaught of drums and that raucous finish.
Right.
It really paints a picture.
It does. Uses some great descriptive language.
It's funny how just reading descriptions like radiant jams or intricate fire or rhythmic onslaught can give you such a feel for it, even without hearing the music itself right now. So here's something to think about. What is it about language like that, these specific descriptions that lets us connect with a past musical moment? And maybe more personally, what kinds of moments, described or heard, make a show truly memorable for you?